Hello, making sense in the mad world. Thank y'all for coming and checking out my channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Had to take a little break from making any material, but I'm back and I got something for y'all. I've been working on a couple ideas to put together, just doing some studying and just, really getting my mind right to come back and give y'all some information. So I'm gonna jump right into it. Who is your optometrist? Who's doing your eye care? Who's putting those lenses on your face and how you're seeing reality? And I just want to let y'all know I'm not coming on this video like my sight is 20/20, you know what I'm saying? But I do have a keen skill in observing patterns. And patterns is how they encode subconsciously and indirectly the programming that goes upon many of the masses in our society. A lot of people that are falling susceptible to the games and the propaganda and everything these social engineers are doing. And in my break I had some time to really reflect on and look into some of this stuff. I got a lot of books that I reference and I get a lot of my information from. I get downloads and I see it. I see the patterns. It's not hard to see. And one of them I think is kind of funny is this, declaring amnesty for the whole COVID thing. Like, can't we all just get along? We kind of overreacted, with all that. Anyway, I don't want to get distracted but you know what though? Actually, that's a part of one of the lenses. Is one of your lenses this propaganda? Is that how you're seeing the world and reality? Like, I mean, if so, if that's how you was viewing it, those lenses should be broken right now. Like, you should just take those off because they've been lying to us this entire time. It's seriously a crime against humanity with what's going on in regards to, the freak out and all these adjustments that people had to do in their lives and all these small businesses that lost their businesses, and it was because the majority of people had on the lenses. They were letting the government be their optometrists. They was letting them just decide how they viewed the world, and it was an inaccurate perception, and they had people out here, that was gung-ho, believing our government, is telling us the truth and, is not going to financially benefit off of our ignorance, by questioning things, and actually questioning the science. Science has you questioning things, the elements that you're dealing with, especially with something on such a massive level that they made these changes and these adjustments and wanted people to, all of a sudden just change up their lifestyles. But I mean, if y'all been paying attention, there's always been something on the back burner. I'm gonna take my glasses off so y'all can see my eyes. What's up? Anyway, but yeah, it's always been something that they've been working toward, and I feel we can get into that on another video because that rabbit hole goes deep. That sun is getting my ass. Hold on, y'all. No, that's not gonna help. There we go. Anyway, yeah. So, who is your optometrist? Is it trauma? Something that you ran into as a child that hasn't quite been dealt with. That's affecting how you view reality. Did it put some permanent contacts inside of your eyes that you're not aware of? Was it abusive situations? Did you have some alcoholic parents, something like that, that's causing you to have a shattered outlook on reality? And I mean, it's easy to say just throw trauma out there. I don't know if this is best hope that's better. Let me know. Glasses or no glasses. But anyway, I'm just talking with y'all. I'm gonna make this a series about who's your optometrist. But the trauma aspect, everyone has had some sort of trauma in their life, but I'm not talking about like, oh, my parents would never let me go to Disneyland. I always want to go to Disneyland. I ain't talking about that kind of shit. I'm talking about the trauma that really impacts like how you deal with people and trust issues and was it addiction? Did you see abuse? Were you abused? Sometimes those traumas that are not dealt with can cause so much more unnecessary issues in the relationships that we have and the interactions that we have with people that we come across. And, it can have you diminishing, opportunities that you have because of this false perception of reality that you have, squandering opportunities, for growth and just because you're not seeing the world right. And I'm gonna get on this. The main thing I wanted to talk about, because the impact that social media has on the minds of the children that's coming up in this next generation, is, I'm not gonna say it's fearful, but it's kind of sad, that we have issues like, what is a woman? Like, come on, like, you can't answer that question these days. But you got these advocates, for these certain groups that are pushing this sexual confusion on children, and it's not necessary, and it's causing an unnecessary look on life. It's traumatizing, to these kids, and they don't even know that it is. But what kind of lenses are we putting on them? Why are we letting, the government mind control, establishment incorporate so much sexual confusion and put these types of lenses over our kids' eyes? The next generation of kids is so addicted to technology that, social interactions are just going to be like strictly, internet. And then when they actually meet somebody in person, they ain't going to know what to do. Their body's getting all jittery and getting all nervous and shit. Like, I'm out here in nature right now. I'm at a park. Got my shoes and socks off. On the 8th of November with this lunar eclipse going on. So just real quick, I hope y'all are letting go of toxic people, toxic situations, and toxic environments that ain't serving you no more, because holding on to that is not going to benefit the evolution of your soul. So let me get back to this optometrist thing. That's the premise of what I wanted to speak with you guys about, and allowing social media to put lenses over your eyes to, let you see how reality is. Like, y'all really got to just tap into the inside of who you are. Get off them social media sites. I know I'm using YouTube. Are you allowing fear to be your optometrist? Are you allowing fear to push you in certain directions? Like, if you let Dr. Fear be your optometrist, you gonna be stumbling around, bumping your head, getting lost, bumping into people, just fucking shit up, falling left and right. A lot of people hit rock bottom through fear of who they are by, grabbing onto substances, which is being promoted constantly all the time. Alcohol is just all over TV. It's all over football games, basketball, every sport, alcohol commercials. And it's like, damn, I really don't. I have to watch a little bit of TV just so I can see what these clowns is talking about, so I can see what these narratives that they're trying to push are. But it's so destructive to the mind, the mental programming that goes on. And like, sometimes people put on these glasses and, they just get, here goes your prescription. Dr. Fear is giving you this prescription, this whole Ukraine, Russia thing, this nuclear fallout. Look, I don't know what the hell they're going to do. I don't believe that they're actually going to drop any nukes. And I could be completely wrong. But I know it's some psychopaths out there that are in power that shouldn't be. And I don't believe that they are. And I truly feel that they're using this as a fear tactic to control you. All these intentionally caused food shortages, these food processing plants that got blew up. I could put a little information on here for y'all so y'all can check it out. But I'm just saying, like, it's fear. And we can't even tap into who we are if you have a fear-based mindset. And it does something to your psyche. It does something, it puts blocks in you and it limits you, when you're living with fear. And a lot of people won't admit it, and just go to day-to-day life and just cope by, smoking some weed or getting drunk or messing around, whatever these motherfuckers be doing. It happens, and then I'm gonna just say this one more time. All this sexual confusion, all this perverted bullshit that's getting marketed to our kids, wake up. Because what kind of lenses are they going to be looking through if we keep allowing this shit? We got to speak up for it. It's okay to love whoever you love. That's fine. But it's a difference between like, oh, let me just love who I am and be who I am and have equal rights, to, you know, letting these, I don't want to say the wrong term, but I mean, letting these freaks, you know, up here in these libraries reading to your kids and drag queen hour for your children. Like, why would you let your children be around that shit, for one? Like, this gender ideology and all that, like, these kids are, that's another video. But I'm gonna just say this, okay? Are they gonna see the world when they don't even know who they are? But you got these weird ass parents out here just allowing their kids to, you know, make these type of permanent decisions that are gonna affect them for the rest of their lives. And this, you got grown-ups, you know, that still don't even know who they are, let alone a child. So don't let the government be the optometrist for your children. The government don't give a fuck. You know, they're this propaganda machine is just pumping out BS, more BS, more BS every day. I hope y'all are paying attention. But ask yourself, you know, is your ego your optometrist? Are you letting your ego just run rampant and you're not being honest? You know, just don't be blind to it. And whenever you do feel lost or blind, let love be your compass. Let love guide you. When you tap into your heart, you can never get lost. And it's not no, you know, tap into your heart and trying to gravitate to somebody for what they could do for you. I'm talking about love yourself first. Love yourself first, so you can know how to love somebody else. And if you ain't loving yourself, then go do something to love yourself for. Our world is changing. Our world is in transition. And there's some people out here that need help. Mental illness is a thing, you know, and don't let mental illness be your optometrist either. Some people don't know how to identify it. So just get back to love. This society, this government makes it look weak. Like if you care, or, you know, you show that you care, got a heart, you know what I'm saying? Or try to take advantage of people like that. But hey, you know what? Try to take advantage of this shit. Fuck you. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, look, y'all, I just want to hop on here, make another video. I got plenty more material coming. I think y'all appreciate it. I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit more about me. Power to the people.